Download now. Available on Google Play and App Store. Gawang Pinoy!
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Athletic Association of Schools, Colleges, and Universities may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of Nudge Plus.
Blast TV, welcome to our continuing coverage of the Seniors Basketball of NAASCU Season 22. Good morning, basketball fans, especially to the NAASCU member institutions and followers. We got Eman Cabiles with Coach 𝐍𝐀𝐀𝐒𝐒𝐔, and our courtside correspondent for this game is 𝐍𝐜₅ᴍⴜ. We are your panel for today's 4-game slate. Now we take a look at the match at hand. Our first game for today, it is the Philippine Christian University or PCU Dolphins versus the defending champions, the St. Clair Saints.
Yes.
There you go. Oh, but before we continue, Kito, how are you?
Yes, good morning everyone and good morning partner. It's a wonderful morning, and it's very exciting to see these two matchups. Two schools rather battling for playoff positions.
Right, and both teams are coming off their respective victories from last Wednesday's schedule.
Yes.
And as we mentioned, we have 4 games for you today. In the meantime, the standings, after the current standings, and Coach Kito will take you through them.
So far, for St. Clair, they're 5-0.
That's right.
Next school, the second seed is Our Lady of Fatima. Fourth is ENDERUN. PCU with 5-1, sitting on the 4th spot. New Era University sitting on the 5th spot with 4-2. CUP is next with 3-3. UMAC, AMA, MLQU, and Holy Angels.
In the meantime, we turn you over to our courtside correspondent, 𝐍𝐜₅ᴍⴜ, for our pregame.
Eman and Coach Chito were definitely starting this day with a big game as the game leaders face each other. For PCU Dolphins, Coach B-Boy Simon said that they know they are underdogs, but they will definitely give the Saints a good fight. Feeling no pressure, the team is reminded to, just play your own game and apply what they prepared. On the other hand, showing their dominance, the St. Clair Saints are here to make sure that they stay unbeaten. Preparation is the key for them, and for Coach Gino Namanzan-Sala, as long as the team will do their best and perform well, they will be all right. Let's get this ball game going. Here's the venue announcer for the starting 5.
Here we go. We are about to start our first game of today. Once again, it's the PCU Dolphins versus the St. Clair Saints, and we are streaming to you live via Blast TV from the ENDERUN College Gymnasium here in Taguig City. Our first five before they take the center court, Coach Quito, no?
Yes. For the first five, you have Itam for Philippine Christian University, Austria, Failon, Pascua, and Manipulo. For St. Clare, you have Manzano, Galang, Estacio, Dumancas, and Endong. So again, this is a very interesting matchup. It's gonna be the St. Clare Saints against the number 4th seed PCU Dolphins.
Right.
And you can see in the standings, same yung standings ng Fatima, ENDERUN, and PCU. So this is a pretty exciting ball game, whatever the outcome will be.
That's right, and of course, St. Clair Saints still unbeaten
Yes.
here in the NAASCU 22. And before we start, well, as we are waiting to start, I believe they are waiting for some audio to get. Yeah, they're still sorting out some of the audio issues of our venue announcer. We would like to thank first our sponsors. Number one na po, Spaldig, made for the game, anytime, anywhere, the official basketball of the NAASCU Season 22. Also, thank you to Synergy, Magaling Ka Si, Don Benito, ang pambansang kasaba, Game of Immortals, Jersey Haven, official outfitter of the NAASCU 22, Eurotel, official hotel partner, Finn Cotton, make that step, make it Finn Cotton. And of course, thank you to our official broadcast partner, Blast TV, and the exclusive broadcast rights holder, none other than the Nudge Plus Productions. And right now, I believe we are still sorting out some of the audio issues for the committee's table. We will take a short break, and when we get back, it's gonna be PCU versus St. Clair. And our first game is finally underway. Once again, PCU versus St. Clair. First possession of the ball game belonging to the Saints. Here is Babacar and Dong.
Possession goes back to St. Clair. So St. Clair, they won against CUP.
That's right.
70-45. They shot very well in the field. As you can see, that shot by Estacio in the buzzer beater.
Right, opening up this game, a tray from Aaron Estacio. You were mentioning their last game against CUP. Aaron Estacio was actually having an off night, at least for the first 2.5 quarters. No?
Yes.
But right now, I think he's starting off hot as knocking down his first shot from beyond the arc. In the meantime, a miss right there from PCU. So just a recap, as we had a rough start in this game, not really because of the teams, but of some technical difficulties. But as we've said, we are underway, and St. Clair scores once again. They now lead 5-0.
And that's courtesy of Galang attacking on the baseline.
And let's give them a recap once again of the starting fives of both squads.
Yes, for the starting five for PCU, it's Itam, Austria, Failon, Pascua, and Manipolo. For College of St. Clair, it's Manzano, Galang, Estacio, Dumancas, and Endong.
That's right, and of course, PCU in their white jerseys, while the St. Clair Saints are in their royal blue jerseys. There's a miss, but a recovery. Another miss, Babacar and Dong inside the fade. Oh, third try, still for naught. Chance for PCU to inch closer. Steal here by St. Clair. Oh, what a pass, Manzano, although the defense was there, so great transition defense by the Dolphins.
And Manzano has been struggling at the start of this ball game, missing those close range shots.
Troy Manipolo's first attempt was too strong. Score is still 5-2, and the pace has just quickened as the Saints scores once again. That one's courtesy of Galang,
And
his
Galang.
fourth of the game.
Yes, and he attacked naman on the other side of the court. A while ago, he attacked on the baseline. Now he's really taking advantage playing against Manipolo.
Here is Austria, hounded by Aaron Estacio. Troy, back to Christian. That was a forced jumper by Christian Austria as they took too much time in their shot clock. Excellent defense by the Saints in their last possession. In the meantime, Itam Solomon will give up the foul against Babacar and Dong. That's the second team foul. Oh, just the first team foul of St. Clair, and first on Solomon Itam. Here's Estacio, back to Galang. The three was short. PCU a bit tentative in their offense. Austria fires. That one rolls out. And St. Clair very quick to go back to their front court. Strong drive, but stronger denial by Itam. First of all, that was a strong drive by Babacar and Dong, but yes, Solomon Itam was right there.
Yes, and that was a great stop by Solomon Itam, denying the long stretch arms of Endong. And what a great morning we had at that time.
I believe Babacar and Dong was testing the waters in that drive, and yun, nakita niya yung hinahanap niya.
Oh yes, definitely. He's trying to test Itam because he has a foul already.
In the meantime, corner three by Austria, still nothing. He is now 0 out of 3 from the field as he commits the foul on the other end after that fast break attempt by Decibel.
And that was a great lookout pass para dito kay Endong. One-hand pass para for his teammate Desabel.
See it once again. Here is Babakar and Dong. And denied up high by Solomon Itam. In the meantime, we have a report from the courtside. Here is Daniel LaGuardia.
Eman and Coach Quito in the last game of the Dolphins, they scored 42 bench points. And that's why for Coach B-Boy Simon, it's important that all of the players have to be present and always ready to perform. And with every game, they are open to improvement. Now going against the unbeaten Saints, they will take this in-game experience as an opportunity to learn. For Coach B-Boy, they mostly have rookies, but the advantage for them here is maganda ang puso at character ng lahat. They are always open for improvement, learning, and communication. Back to you guys.
About that, Coach Quito.
Yes, and it's all about commitment in the part of PCUs. As you can see, they scored 42 points on the bench last time against MLQU. Not only that, they shot pretty well in the field, shooting 50% in the field. So this should be a collective effort in the part of PCU if they want to beat the unbeaten team.
That's right. As we remember last Wednesday, PCU, well, basically they had a field day against the Manuel L. Quezon University Stallions as they won that game. But of course, right now they are facing a bigger, badder monster.
Oh yes, that's correct.
In the person of this team, the St. Clair Saints. And they cannot afford those types of turnovers.
Correct.
As Dalus, there was miscommunication between Dalus and Itam, and Dalus commits the foul on the other end.
And that's a third turnover in the part of PCU. And like what you've said, they cannot afford to have these silly turnovers because St. Clair will really let you pay for that.
In the meantime, jumper knocked down there by Domancas.
And that was a great inbound play in the part of St. Clair.
That's right. So far, in terms of execution on offense, the Saints showing why they are the defending champions of NAASCU Senior Basketball. Troy Manipolo was able to get away but could not hit the jumper. Now here is Babakar and Dong once again driving hard. However, a travel was called against Chris Domancas in that last play. Score is 12-2. Only one field goal converted right here by the PCU Dolphins. In the meantime, a timeout has been called. Magbabalik po ang NAASCU Season 22. Back to the action here. Streaming to you live from ENDERUN College Gymnasium here in Taguig City. This is Eman Cabiles alongside Coach 𝐍𝐁𝐿 Our courtside correspondent for this first game of the day is Daniel LaGuardia. Right now, PCU Dolphins having all sorts of trouble finding the basket. And the sequence there, bodies on the floor as PCU was able to save that possession for themselves.
And that's a great stop in the part of PCU. With having active hands.
In the meantime, under 3 minutes to go in the first period. That's right, we're still in the first period. And St. Clair Saints so far in control here. in the game now, Kenneth Obioha. Here's Rotoni in the game for PCU. Minsan, Coach Quito, nalilito ako pag mabilis yung game.
Yes.
If between Rotoni, Austria, and sometimes even De Castro. Buti na si De Castro may headband na yun. Talking about the hairstyles. Right now, it seems that the PCU Dolphins' defense have become more active.
Yes.
And that's usually the case pag pumapasok itong si Kenneth Obioha.
And yes, and for sure, Coach 𝐍𝐵𝐵 mentioned that during their timeout to try to play physical in this quarter if they want to cut this lead down to single digits.
That's right. And of course, it all starts with defense if they want to add more.
Yes.
In their 2-point output so far in the first period. Now here's Kenneth. The spacing is not really good for PCU, but there you go. That is Dalos hitting the 3.
And you can see that play, that offensive play of PCU is going nowhere. And thanks to Dalos, he was able to get that first 3-pointer para sa PCU.
JD Dalos giving PCU their second field goal. And we're down to 1 minute and 13 in the first quarter. And as we've said, the defense of the Dolphins just became more active as they caused another turnover here against the St. Clair Saints.
Yes. And kumbaga nagising na rin.
Yes.
Because this is very early, very early game for these two teams.
Here's Kenneth Obioha using the Solomon pick. They skip past Rotoni. The floater won't go, and the putback is good for Kenneth Obioha.
And that's an offensive rebound para dito kay Kenneth Obioha. That's his first basket of the game.
That's right. And Kenneth Obioha, very, very solid player
yes.
For the Dolphins. Not really the flashiest, but he does what's needed in the court for his team.
Yes, very stocky, very agile, and he can play multiple defenders. And that's why Coach 𝐍𝐵𝐵 loves him to play in the court.
In the meantime, a timeout has been called by the St. Clair Saints. NAASCU Season 22 will return after a few messages.
Pinoy!
28.3 seconds remaining here in the first period. This is the game between the PCU Dolphins versus the College of St. Clair Saints. College of St. Clair still up by 5. 3 is up but out. Ball falls to the hands of the Dolphins. Here is JD. Another 3 knocked down by JD Dalos, plus that post.
Oh, what a way for them to bounce back in this quarter. Courtesy of Dalos. That's the second 3 of the game.
Oh, that was a tripping foul called against College of St. Clair, I believe it on Gazingan, as he set the pick, kaya lang nakalabas yung left leg, and JD Dalos was caught on it, causing him to fall face down on the floor. So 2 seconds, PCU has a chance. Oh, that won't count even if it went in. Too late on the release by Lieva. So at the end of the first period, our score is 12-10. The Dolphins have come right back in this one, courtesy of the youngster JD Dalos. NAASCU 22 will return for the second quarter. And we are back here streaming live from the ENDERUN College Gymnasium here in Taguig City as starting the second quarter was an unforced turnover committed by PCU.
Yes.
Rotoni and Lieva. Miscommunication right there. Nonetheless, the Dolphins have come back in this game. They trailed for as big as 10 points,
Yes,
2 to
yes.
12. But because of the heroics of one of their youngest players, JD Dalus, they're only down by 2 right now. Once again, this is Eman Cabilas alongside Coach 𝐍𝐶ito. And Coach 𝐍𝐶ito, this is their first game of the day. We have a 4-game slate for everyone, for all the followers of NAASCU
Yes,
Season
that's
22.
correct.
And could you give them a rundown of our schedule?
Sure. So for our second game at 10 a.m., it's CUP against Our Lady of Fatima. And then our third game will be AMA versus 𝐍ᴜᴅ University. And then for the last game, it's the home court team ENDERUN playing against MLQU.
And that's right. That would be the virtual main event, no? As we are in the home court of the ENDERUN College Titans. Samantala, that was a beautiful drive by, I believe it was Galang, who hung in the air and got that bucket to go for the St. Clair Saints. In the meantime, the drive and draw did not work for PCU. The ball is still live after hitting the top of the backboard. St. Clair Saints running. Sual is in the game for the Saints. He has been stellar so far here in Season 22, especially from beyond the arc, no?
Yes, was talking about Sual, very experienced player. He's averaging 13 points per game.
What a move by Lim, that reverse spin. However, his pass was deflected a bit. And play continues. Kenneth Obioha driving but running into the long arms of Babacar Rendong. Now here is Lim against Itam Solomon, trying to go right into the body of Itam Solomon, but the defense held up. And settling things down for PCU is JD Dalus. Now here's Lieva. They swing it around. Obioha at the left corner. Nowhere to go right now. Out to Dalus. JD fires a 3. That time it was short. His first miss actually in this game. No?
Yes, but I was wondering how come PCU are just walking in their offense in that possession.
Oh, here's JD once again trying to set things up for the Dolphins. Lieva, top of the key now to Obioha. Rotoni against Sual. Releases the lefty 3, nothing there. Oh, what a rebound by Solomon Itam over Babacar Endong. Oh, Lieva wasn't expecting that pass once again from Rotoni. Second time, Coach 𝐍𝐶ito, that Lieva and Rotoni miscommunication between them. Huh?
And good thing the ball possession is going to their way.
And actually, Coach Biboy Simon has had enough and he pulled both players out. And back in the game is Troy Manipolo alongside De Castro. De Castro was the player of the game for PCU in their last match versus MLQU. De Castro, I believe, had 16 points and all of them in the fourth quarter. Whistle was blown. I believe a foul away from the ball was called, and it was against Troy Manipolo. Score is 14-10, still a 4-point lead being nursed here by the College of St. Clair Saints. Oh, what a inbound play. And the bucket plus the foul by none other than Aaron Estacio. That play was perfectly executed off the inbounds.
Yes, and you can see the experience of Estacio there, cutting and ginulat niya yung opponent niya.
Right, at kahit meron pang sumakay sa kanyang likod, na ipasok pa rin niya. And bonus free throw was good, so old school type of three-point play done there by Aaron Estacio. Lead is back up to 7 for the Saints. Troy Manipula now giving J.D. Dalus a break. Of course, J.D. Dalus had quality minutes for the Dolphins. That three was missed by De Castro. And here come the Saints once again. Estacio pulls up. Offline though. Troy Manipulo gets the defensive rebound. And too close for comfort on the defensive end was Acosta, called for the foul. Six minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Still a 17, check that, still a 7-point lead for the St. Clair Saints. So far, after the efforts of J.D. Dalus, nothing has worked so far para sa PCU Dolphins. Troy Manipulo back to Steven Aaron De Castro. That one was offline, but it doesn't matter. He will shoot every time he's free, as isa siya sa mga may license to shoot dito sa PCU Dolphins. No? Talking about Steven Aaron De Castro. In the meantime, running into a triple team was Aaron Estacio, and our officials called a traveling violation against Aaron.
Yes, but it's a great start para dito kay Estacio. He has 6 points already with 3 assists. But you can see the defensive scheme of St. Clair. They're really bothering Manipolo to receive the ball.
Right.
Forcing him to pass it.
And right now, when they cross half court, the lane, the paint is really clogged by the St. Clair Saints. And of course, in order to counter that, PCU really needs to hit their outside shots.
Yes, that's correct.
That time, Aaron Estacio tried to dump it inside to Babacar Endong, but Babacar Endong turned his back.
Estacio has that opportunity to shoot that jumper, but he decided last minute to pass it, and that cost a turnover.
Another three-point try from Steven De Castro. Oh, check that. His foot was on the line.
Yes.
But nonetheless, Steven Aaron De Castro hits a jumper, and once this guy sees the ball go to the ring, he can be dangerous. Speaking of ball going into the ring, Acosta with a power move there at the low block.
Because Acosta knows there's a mismatch in the low post with Manipolo. They're trying to take advantage of it and try to wear Manipolo down as early as the second quarter.
Good idea there on the offense of PCU to try the backdoor cut, but better defense, active hands by the Saints, able to deflect that entry pass. Nonetheless, possession remains with PCU. Here's another jumper and nothing but the bottom of the net for Steven Aaron De Castro. As I've told you, Coach Quito, once this guy starts, parang Pringles, ang hirap tigilan. Hirap pigilan.
And now I understand bakit siya yung player of the game last time.
Of course.
He's a very streaky shooter.
And having all sorts of trouble defending the low block is Troy Manipolo, as you said. Acosta recognizing that he has the height and heft advantage over Troy, and he has been posting Manipolo in the low block, getting his second foul in that last play. In the meantime, I believe a timeout has been called. We now return to the action as our officials called for a review on the last foul by Troy Manipolo, checking if there was excessive contact there, but apparently it's just a regular foul. So play continues, and Troy Manipolo, that was his second foul. He had to be sit down. In the meantime, Babacar Rendong gets a entry pass, but the defense was there.
Yes.
And good reaction there by the Dolphins, stopping the attempt of Babacar Rendong.
Yes, that's a good interior defense in the part of PCU.
Oh, there he is once again. Streak shooting, and this time it was a tray. Steven Aaron De Castro. And we have a report from the court side. Here is Daniel LaGuardia.
With new rookies in town for the Saints, JB Lim is one of them. He may be new to the team, but Coach Gino Manansala has already seen his talent and skills that have helped the team in their games. Sabi nga ni Coach Gino, masipag na player si JB, at kapag masipag ka, walang imposible. So let's see how JB Lim will be able to contribute to the Saints and help get their sixth win. Emma and Coach Quito.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And
Yes.
what can you say about that, Coach Quito?
Yes, and that's a very interesting note in the part of Daniel. Well, it's like helping motivate St. Clair, no, to win this this game against PCU.
In the meantime, PCU has cut the lead back down to 2. The score is 19-17. Just a little over 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Babacar Rendong gets it inside, and once again rejected by Solomon Itam. And right now, Solomon Itam really doing his work, no, inside in terms of defense. Hindi siya masyadong nakakatanggap ng bola sa offense, no, but he is really controlling that paint.
And because of that, the defense of PCU is really stepping up. And you can see naman talaga na nakakaroon ka talaga ng energy if you have Solomon Itam on the defensive end, making sure that he will help you defensively.
In the meantime, getting the ball in the low block was Failon, and trying to operate there, he was able to get the foul, and he'll earn his points from the stripe. Lionel Failon, one of the staples here for Coach B-Boy Simon in this PCU Dolphins team. However, missing the first free throw.
And Failon is averaging 6 points, 7 rebounds, and almost 3 assists.
Splits his charities, cuts the lead down to 1. A minute and 23 remaining in the first half. Aaron Estacio now being hounded by Austria. And good pick there, set by Babacar Rendong. And reaching foul was called against PCU, I believe, on Austria. Here is Estacio. Elbow three does not fall for Ryan Sual. Chance now for the Dolphins to take the lead. 1 minute to go exactly. But the execution of PCU a bit shaky here. Now, straight up three was missed by Austria. And here is Ryan Sual to Decibel. Could not find the angle on that shot. Now, it's the Dolphins' turn to run. Oh, what a cross-court pass. And money on the three by Malyabo.
And you gotta give credit to Austria finding that open teammate.
And the ball was already flying towards that spot, even with Malyabo still not there, no?
Yes.
Saktong-sakto. Malyabo getting that pass in rhythm and firing up that three. Now PCU just took the lead. 5 seconds to go. Aaron to Endong, and it is rejected once again, but I think a foul was called downstairs. Oh, what? But nonetheless, what a recovery on the defensive end by Solomon Itam. The foul was I believe, was called against Failon.
Yes.
But see it once again. If that was a
And that's
Well,
a very,
that was- yeah.
a very unfortunate in the part of PCU kasi nakakuha sila ng stop doon and
Right.
yung shot clock went off already.
right, and yeah, the Failon was actually called for the reach and foul. But if that was a clean block, that would have been the third block of Solomon Itam
Yes.
against Babacar Endong.
Yes.
And the first half is still not over. And now Babacar is at the line, however, misses first.
Babacar Endong at the line, you can see him. He's averaging 8 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Oh, check that. That was just the first free throw of Babacar Endong,
Yes.
and it falls. In their last game, he shot a high percentage from the foul line. He had several trips there.
Yeah. Coach B-Boy is complaining something about
Right.
the free throw attempts of Endong.
So
But
yes,
they were caught,
right.
Solomon Itam, to cross the line while
Yes.
Endong is taking his free throw.
The ball was already at the hands
Yes.
of Babacar. In the meantime, good defense right there by Aaron Estacio, keeping the PCU Dolphins to even attempt a last shot before the first half ends. Nonetheless, after 2 quarters, we are deadlocked at 21. So PCU Dolphins has tied this game up against the St. Clair Saints. In the meantime, we will take a look at the play of the game brought to you by the Spalding Legacy 1000. And that was that hang time, the power drive and the hang time by Lim against no other than Solomon Itam. No?
No wonder
Yes.
that's the play of the game.
Right. See it once again. Fearless drive by Lim. In the meantime, we will take a short break. When we return, the halftime report. Welcome back. We're still live here from the ENDERUN College Gymnasium in Taguig City as we take a look at some of the first half highlights in this game between PCU Dolphins and the College of St. Clair Saints. Right now our score is 21
Yes.
all. And yeah, really stellar plays coming from players from both squads, especially from that guy, Steven Allen de Castro. Hitting his first three of the game, and expect more. In the meantime, halftime stats for you.
So for Don Benito's halftime stats, for PCU, they only shot 28% in the field, but they grabbed 18 rebounds with 18 bench points and 2 second chance points. But for the part of St. Clair, they shot very well in the field, shooting 32% the field, dominated the rebounds now as of the moment, +2 with 5 bench points and 0 second chance points.
And I believe those bench points are really working for the Philippine Christian University Dolphins, and mainly because of two guys, JD Dalus and Steven De Castro. JD
Yes.
Dalus, of course, when he came into the first quarter, when PCU only made one bucket after about 8 minutes gone by in the first quarter, no? JD Dalus hit 2 threes for himself, and then
Yes.
heating up in the second period was Steven Aaron De Castro getting 7 points.
Yes, that's correct. And combining them, Dalus and De Castro, for PCU, they have +13 points already in the bench department.
In the meantime, before we start the third quarter, we would like to acknowledge and thank our sponsors once again. Maraming salamat po to Spalding, made for the game, anytime, anywhere, the official basketball of NAASCU 22. Thank you also to Synergy, Don Benito, ang pambansang kasama, Game of Immortals, Jersey Haven, Eurotel, official hotel partner, Finn Cotton, make that step, make it Finn Cotton. And of course, thank you to the official broadcast partner, Blast TV, and the exclusive broadcast rights holder, Nudge Plus Productions. Third quarter is underway, and right off the bat, St. Clair Saints get the first points of the third quarter. They're now up by 2, 23-21. JD Dallos losing the ball on his way to the basket. Good interior defense by St. Clair. Now here is Aaron Estacio. Now Aaron is there's a mismatch right there. JD Dallos picking up Aaron Estacio. However, active hands by the Dolphins got them a steal, and this uncontested layup is good for Malyabo.
And that's a great pass para kay Dallos, recognizing an open teammate in the fast break.
Aaron Estacio splits the double team, drops it off to Babakar and Dong. They've been trying to do that several times already in the first half, but still hindi pa rin nila nagagawa yung gusto nilang mangyari, no? As we've mentioned, very active hands in the exterior here by the PCU Dolphins, not to mention the shot blocking ability of Solomon Itam.
And you gotta give credit for Solomon Itam recognizing that challenge against Endong.
Galang goes right, then goes to the middle. Oh, that finger roll won't go. That pass by Solomon Itam was too strong for JD to get, but
And you know, those small things, miscommunication or forcing them to commit turnovers, those small things will really make you pay if you're the part of PCU.
And of course, PCU Dolphins, they are up against the defending champions in the person of the St. Clair Saints. And pag defending champions ng kalaban mo, you have very little room for error.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, the putback jam! That has been a long time coming from Babakar and Dong. And there you go. That's our caffeine shot right there.
What an effort na ginawa ni Endong in that sequence, trailing his teammate.
In the meantime, great closeout on the defensive end by Ryan Sual, deflecting that shot of Steven Aaron De Castro. And of course, we will see this once again. The miss by Ryan Sual, Babakar and Dong up high, down hard once again. In the meantime, our play was halted as coaching staff, of course, Coach Gino of the St. Clair Saints, asking for a review on that last play,
Yes.
just to make sure that the possession, the ball possession is correct, no?
Yes, that's correct. As Coach Gino suspects that that possession is often that on their side. Talking about St. Clair, but again, going on on that play a while ago, it came from the turnover of PCU. So again, the small little things.
Right.
They really need to take care of the ball and not to commit the turnover.
Of course, the play that we're talking about was that last attempt by Steven De Castro that was partially deflected by Ryan Soal. But we have to see if, even if there was a deflection, did the ball touch, did Steven De Castro touch it last, no?
Yes, yes, and the ball remains to the Dolphins.
Right. So the challenge was unsuccessful, the challenge of Coach Manansala. And the possession belongs to the PCU Dolphins. There's the pick, and there's another block on De Castro's shot. I think they have really scouted, first of all, Troy Manipulo and then Steven De Castro, as they are now clamping down on defense against those two players, talking about the defense of St. Clair Saints.
So far, Estash is not really taking advantage with the mismatch against Dalus,
Right.
missing those layups.
Maliabo got himself in trouble there at the baseline as two defenders just shut him down. And lucky for PCU, they retain possession. Steven De Castro will inbound. Expect him to get the ball back. Actually, somebody from the coaching staff shouted babalik. Now here's JD, the runner, a bit awkward. Oh, good effort on the offensive board by Lionel Failon, getting that putback to go. We are once again tied. Right now, we have a report from the court side. Here is Danielle LaGuardia.
Aiming to deal the Saints their first loss, Coach B-Boy Simon has mentioned that the performance of the team has been good so far and he only hopes to keep it that way. Dagdag pa niya, ituloy at pagandahin pa ang depensa because they're currently experiencing some struggles when it comes to their offense. And you know, like what people say, good defense leads to good offense. Eman and Coach Quito.
D. LaGuardia.
Yes. And again, no, it starts with defense. Tama naman si Coach B-Boy. They need to make a string of stops here if they want to give St. Clair a hard time in this game.
And basically, their defense is what's keeping them alive. Of course, it's anchored on the big guy, Solomon
Yes.
Itam, who's had several blocks or big blocks already. We say it's big because it was against Babacar and Dong.
That's
And-
correct.
And they remain to have to implement their active hands, getting the deflections
Yes.
and everything. However, the College of St. Clair Saints also are also implementing very solid defense in this game and really causing a lot of trouble and disrupting the offensive flow of these PCU Dolphins.
Yes, as you can see, they're trying to play full court press.
Just like that,
Yes.
Aaron Estacio, the steal. Oh, missing the layup, but here's a putback, and that is good on the fadeaway by Galang.
And you got to give credit to Galang being scrappy and getting that loose ball.
That's right. Megan Galang, the very standard play, SOP on trail job, no, sa
Yeah.
fast break.
Yes, yes.
And I'm sure the coaching staff is very happy of what Galang did in their last play. Now here's Aaron once again, met by Austria. Oh, Troy Manipulo just picked the pocket of Megan Galang. Here he is against two defenders. That patented Pinoy step. Dagdagan mo pa ng konting sidestep by Troy T. Money Manipulo. And that's his first point of the game, I believe, no? Babakar Rendong, the spin! And another rejection. Boy, that ball will need therapy. Ilang beses na siyang nare-reject.
And that's the fourth block of Solomon Itam against Endong.
That's right. Basically, yung pangatlo hindi counted kasi may fault sa baba yung teammate, no? And in the meantime, Troy Manipulo, that's just what he needed, yung last bucket niya. And now, knocking down the jumper. We are still tied at 29 all. A little over 4 minutes remaining in the third period. Megan Galang, the drop to Desabel. Oh, Desabel caught warding off with the off arm at medyo okay lang sana kung walang extension pero medyo malawak yung extension.
Extended masyado yung left arm niya in that possession.
Right. So, offensive foul called against Desabel, which is a shame, no? Because that was a good setup job by Megan Galang.
Yes, it's a wide open layup. He doesn't have to swing his left arm in that possession.
Kung hinayaan niyang pumunta sa kanya yung defender, he had a half step. He was a half step ahead of it, no?
Yes.
Baka foul counted pa sana yun. In the meantime, here are the Dolphins. Troy Manipolo dumping it off to Solomon Itam, but out of control there. Shot clock. Look at that. Missed layup, but yeah, good job by Babakar Rendong to trail and get the putback.
Good thing Endong is trailing there. It's very surprising for Manzano to miss that open layup.
We can see the St. Clair Saints, yung gigil nila is very evident, especially here in the third period. Probably they are a bit frustrated with the sticky defense of the PCU Dolphins.
But there is a foul against Endong. That was a silly foul against Endong, actually, but good thing that's only his first personal foul.
Silly indeed, as the offensive player was near the midcourt line.
Masyado mataas.
In the meantime, speaking of silly fouls, Solomon Itam was caught for the offensive foul after setting a moving pick for Troy Manipolo. So tit for tat.
Yes.
Chance now for the St. Clair Saints to add on to this slim 2-point lead. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Here is Lim. Ryan Suwal, straight away three, bang!
Oh, that was a great execution in the part of St. Clair. The two-man action of Endong and Suwal is very effective.
That's right. Perfect execution by the Saints. Steven De Castro now being hounded by Ryan Suwal. Gets it back. They swing it to the other side. Austria 4-3. Oh, in and out. And the battle inside, even for the rebounds, so really awesome to watch. Talking about the battle between Itam and Dong. In the meantime, speaking of inside moves, that was classic. Manzano with the bucket for the Saints.
And that was a great find para dito kay Galang. And this time for Manzano, he made sure that he'll make that basket.
Right. The up fake and then the shift in position plus yung tutok, no? Tinutok na talaga.
Yung footwork.
Yes. Classic. Samantala, Lim now, our play of the game in the first half belonging to that guy, Lim.
Yes.
Now here's Babakar Rendong, and an illegal screen was called against Lim. And it was a shame because andun na yung play nila was about to be executed. But before anybody could take an attempt,
in that
offensive foul.
in that possession, it seems like Suwal shortcut that movement. Hindi niya sinet up masyado yung screen kay Lim, and that caused that turnover.
Right. Back to the basket. Failon finds Austria. Austria tries to go in the middle, but Lim quick to block his path. Now here's Failon, top of the key. He will fire. He will miss. Oh, tracking the rebound. Solomon Itam. However, short on the finger roll.
Oh, that's a sorry miss by Solomon Itam. He was all alone there.
Right. In the meantime, Babacar goes baseline. Was able to put the shot up, but it was short. Oh, what a pass. But the shot was just a tad strong. And look at those long hands, long arms rather, of Solomon Itam. Deflecting and intercepting that go-ahead pass. Now, we're like watching tennis here as a big denial there by Babacar Endong. Sual 4-3, and you cannot leave Ryan wide open like that.
And that was assist by Endong.
And just like that, St. Clair Saints has established another double-digit lead right here, 39-29. Last shot of the third period will not fall for Failon and the PCU Dolphins. So at the end of 3 quarters, the College of St. Clair Saints up by 10, 39-29 versus the Philippine Christian University Dolphins. We will take a short break. When we return, it's the 4th and final quarter. Back to the action now, and before we resume play, we would like to acknowledge and thank our sponsors once again. Thank you very much to Spalding, made for the game, anytime, anywhere, the official basketball of NAASCU 22. Synergy, Magaling Ka Si, Don Benito, Sang Pambansang Kasama, Game of Immortals, Jersey Haven, the official outfitter of NAASCU 22, Eurotel, the official hotel partner, Finn Cotton, make that step, make it Finn Cotton, and thank you also to our official broadcast partner, Blast TV, and of course, last but not the least, thank you to the exclusive broadcast rights holder, Nudge Plus Productions. 4th quarter now. College of St. Clair up 39-29, and yes, we are in the 4th quarter.
Yes.
Our score is that low.
Yes.
And it is a testament to the excellent defense played by both squads.
Yes, low-scoring games for both squads as PCU has been really struggling in the field, shooting 27%.
Right, once again, 39-29 is our score. It's like 1994. And we are in the 4th quarter. Steven picked up his dribble. Now here's, oh, that's not, I thought it was Failon, but I believe it's, ooh, 2 players on the floor, Babacar Endong and Pasqua.
And you can see Babacar Endong
Checking his left ankle.
touching his left, holding his left ankle.
And right now, Acosta is right there. Probably Acosta is a medical student or something.
First aid. Or tinali lang niya talaga yung sapatos ni
Or,
Endong. Yeah.
that landing after attempting the block on Pasqua. That landing was a bit awkward on his left ankle. And this may be huge. However, Babacar Endong, showing how tough he is now trying to walk it off.
Yes, and he knows how big, how important this game is in the part of St. Clair.
Of course, St. Clair still unbeaten in the NAASCU 22.
And you can see St. Clair really dominating all throughout this season. And it's a test of character also in the part of St. Clair, showing toughness. Setting a good example para dito kay Endong.
In the meantime, 2-4-2 for D'Angelo Pasqua. Cuts the lead down to 8. Right now, St. Clair inside is JB Lim. Still has the ball now, finds Ryan Sual. Drives, the lefty floater will not go, and on the rebound play, the foul was called against Babacar and Dong as Ryan Sual was asking for a foul on his drive as both him and Kenneth Obioha hit the floor after the release, no? Here was Kenneth Obioha back in the game. Last action he saw was in the second period. Nothing there on the drive by Pasqua. Here is Babacar, met by Solomon Itam, asking for the ISO. Goes to his right, powers his way through, and that's how you do it. That time he was able to evade or even push Solomon Itam aside before attempting the bucket.
Yes, and in that play, Endong is showing that he doesn't even have an ankle injury.
Another offensive rebound tracked down by Solomon Itam. Austria, elbow three, won't go. And the ball will swing back to the St. Clair Saints. They are still up by 10, 41-31. Over 2 minutes. And another challenge was put up right now by the coaching staff of the College of St. Clair Saints. In the meantime, I believe it's a full timeout.
Yes.
So we will take a short break after some words from our sponsors. Remaining in this game, St. Clair Saints still up by 10, 41-31. You got Eman Capiles alongside Coach Quito Limbo. Our courtside correspondent is Daniel LaGuardia for this game. And right now, 10 to shoot for the Saints. Lim trying to elude JD Dalus. It's JD against JB. That was a hurried shot, but the Saints got the offensive rebound. Now Ryan Sual drops his defender. However, missing that three-point attempt. Christian Austria now goes to the middle, then to Kenneth Obioha. And Kenneth Obioha will have the benefit of the call as Acosta was whistled for the blocking foul.
And that's Acosta's second personal foul. But Acosta was really standing on his way, blocking.
That was a close call. It could have gone either way. It could have been a travel against Obioha. But I believe our officials saw that Acosta was slightly moving on that defensive stance. In the meantime, Lieva able to get the offensive rebound but lost the ball to the sideline. So for Lieva and even Rotoni, not really in rhythm for this game.
Yes, that's correct. And you gotta give credit to the defense of St. Clair.
Oh yeah.
Very pesky, very physical, trying to put the PCU players out of rhythm.
And credit indeed as 𝐍𝐜ᴅ was trying to is matched up against Manzano, no? So not an easy matchup for him. Samantala, speaking of easy matchups, Aaron Estacio getting that jumper to go versus JD Dalus. Now here's JD Dalus, turns on the afterburners, straight to the basket. What a play by the young gentleman right there.
Great move there para kay Dalos. Yung yung hesitation move
Right.
really costly in the part of St. Clair.
There's the low post, but he went out. Aaron Estacio asking for the ball on the low block because he definitely has a advantage there against JD Dalus. And on that last play, double block high for JD. Got called for the foul. At siya pa yung
Siya pa yung
bumagsak
nasaktan.
doon. Of course.
Yes.
Hindi magandang, hindi masayang gawain ng humarang kay Aaron Estacio.
And this is very interesting also in the part of PCU because Troy Manipolo is not playing right now. And we're almost in the halfway mark of the fourth quarter.
Of course, the defense of the College of St. Clair Saints, the defending champions, really working here, and I'm sure they've scouted the key players of the PCU Dolphins, talking about Troy Manipolo and even Steven De Castro,
Yes.
whom they shut down so far. No, both players, Troy and Steven, had their bright moments, pero not really able to find consistency in this game. Primarily because of the defense nitong College of St. Clair Saints.
Yes, with exactly your point, no? Katulad nitong last play a while ago with Austria, because Estacio is bothering Austria, hindi tuloy niya nakita yung mga leak out players.
Austria back in the game for JD Dalus, who seemed to be hurt, no, after that collision with Aaron Estacio. In the meantime, 𝐍𝐜ᴅ once again committing a turnover.
A costly turnover in the part of PCU. That's their 16th turnover already.
And 𝐍𝐜ᴅ pulled out of the game. Not really his morning. Faglion checking back in. College of St. Clair still up by 10, 43-33. Nearing the halfway mark of this fourth period. Ryan Sual to Babacar Endong. Babacar Endong fakes a three, goes in, then finds Ryan. Ryan, the three is short. Manzano tracks down the offensive rebound. Oh, what a pass inside. However, that shot was off to the left.
Yes.
And once again, unforced turnovers atop of the forced turnovers.
Yes, and if you're getting pressured with Estacio, talagang you're gonna have those types of tendencies. And as you can see, Austria is getting intimidated in the presence of Estacio.
And right now, JD Dalus back in the game, and yung assignment niya is a bit too big.
Yes.
Talking about Aaron Estacio. Now Aaron Estacio trying to go to the low block, but the ball swings to the other side.
And that time, Endong was caught sitting in the painted area.
So 3-second violation against
Yes.
Babacar Endong.
Yes, 3-second violation against Endong.
Steven De Castro also back in the game for the PCU Dolphins. Let's see if they're going to set up a play for De Castro to catch fire once again. In the meantime, JD Dalus goes baseline. The floater, it is short. Babacar Endong, defensive rebound rather. Here he is, trying to pick up speed. Finds Manzano underneath. Back to Babacar. Ball is loose, but Manzano, parang may magnet sa bola si Manzano. However, he's trapped in the corner. 6 to shoot. Aaron Estacio fires a three, nothing there. Oh, picking up the dribble was, oh, he didn't dribble yet, so it's good. Solomon Itham had a dribble there, and what a pass by JD to Solomon.
That's a great find para dito kay Dalos. That's his second assist in the game.
That's right. And with Troy Manipolo not really finding his rhythm in this game, it's a big thing for the PCU Dolphins that JD Dalos has been consistent so far. Steven. Acosta against Steven, rather. 4 to shoot. The spin by Acosta. Awkward shot. Nothing there. Rotoni with the rebound. Here is JD trying to cross Aaron. And Aaron caught for the blocking foul there.
And you can see the frustration of Estacio. Very pesky din talaga to si Dalos.
Of course.
And using his speed against Estacio.
And you can see JD. Ito si JD Dalos, no? Well, I think we started covering him when he was still in senior high, no? Pero he still looks very young, but he has developed into the fearless player that he is right now. He has a long way to go back.
Oh, yes.
In the meantime, we turn you over to Miss D. LaGuardia for a report.
The Saints are the defending champions and they remain with no losses for this season. For them, this is a testament of their system and culture. Never underestimating their opponents, Coach Gino Manansala shares the culture of always staying positive no matter what you're faced with. Now faced with an intense game with the Dolphins, handling things the right way and helping each other out is their focus internally to lock their sixth win. Emma and Coach Chito.
Thank you, Danielle. And while Danielle was giving us her insights, there's a 3 there by Steven De Castro after that miss by Ryan Sual on the other end.
Yes, and that's the first 3-pointer in the second half for PCU, and that's their 5th 3-pointer in the game.
The lead is down to 4. Aaron Estacio powering his way through 3 defenders and still able to get a foul.
And Estacio really capitalizing against this mismatch with Dalos.
And the strength of the veteran, Aaron Estacio, really on display here in this game, recognizing the mismatches thrown against him by PCU. And really our score, para talagang 1994, Coach Quito, 43-39. Malapit na tayo mag-last 2 minutes dito sa 4th quarter. Aaron Estacio makes it a 5-point lead for the College of St. Clair Saints.
And right now he has 11 points, 4 assists, 5 steals.
2 for 2 from the line by Aaron Estacio. The lead is 6 for the Saints. Rotoni back in the game. Now here's Steven De Castro met by Megan Galang. Failon at the elbow, hands it off to JD, back to Steven, that is short. And trying to sneak a offensive rebound there was Solomon Itham, but Babacar Rendong pulls it down for St. Clair Saints.
And that's the 4th rebound para dito kay Babacar Endong.
Oh, Babacar putting on the moves, however, missing the bucket as the ball decided to bounce out. However, another error there. Turnover by PCU.
Very costly turnover in the part of PCU. Pa-fast break na sila doon in that possession.
What a pass! Aaron to Manzano!
Great read para dito kay Estacio, drawing the defense of Manzano.
A minute to go in the game. Rotoni receives. Hands it to Failon. Failon too far from his comfort zone. Back to De Castro. And De Castro was called for the travel as he wasn't able to catch the ball cleanly. Medyo malakas yung pasa na yun ni Failon. So the lead is 8 for the College of St. Clair Saints. 49.7 seconds remaining in the game. In the meantime, a timeout has been called by the College of St. Clair. The NAASCU 22 will return after the break.
So as you can see, Coach Louis Alas,
Right.
yes, and Epo Kimpo are perhaps scouting in this game.
9 to shoot for the College of St. Clair Saints. Aaron pulls up, knocks it down.
What a shot there by Estacio.
Right.
Cold-blooded jumper.
Cold-blooded indeed. In the meantime, De Castro fires up a three. That won't go. College of St. Clair Saints pulls down the rebound. JD Dalu steals it from behind. Galang had the right idea to slow it down as they had the clock on their side, but he did not see JD Galus from behind. And JD will go back to the line. Chance for PCU Dolphins to cut this lead, and while the clock is stopped, no? JD.
And JD right now, he has 10 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists.
This young gentleman has really stepped up big as
Yes.
Troy Manipulo was really off rhythm in this game for PCU. 2 for 2 from the line by JD Daluz. However, the lead is still 8. 22 seconds remaining. JD trying to stop Lim. JB Lim again. It's
That's one.
JD versus JB.
I was wondering they're not committing a foul here.
Right. Inside, Manzano receives, but he will be called for the travel after shifting his feet after the fake. However, this seems to be a victory
Yes.
already for the College of St. Clair Saints. Only 5 seconds remaining in the game. And an interception there by JB Lim. And that would be it.
And great win in the part of
Right.
St. Clair Saints, shooting 34% in the field, 3 out of 14 in the three-point range, 88% in the free throw lane.
Wow.
Very remarkable, and with 39 rebounds, so very outstanding overall performance in the part of St. Clair.
And the defending champions remain unbeaten in the NAASCU 22. Talking about the College of St. Clair Saints, they get this big victory over the Philippine Christian University Dolphins, 49-41. In the meantime, we take a look at the Spalding Legacy 1000 play of the game. Take a look at this, the miss by Soal.
Yes.
And the monster putback jam by Babacar Endong. And this will be followed by our best player of the game, brought to you by Synergy. And right now, our best player of the game is with our courtside correspondent, Miss Danielle LaGuardia.
Hi there, Eman and Coach Quito. I have here our best player, Synergy best player of the game, Aaron Estacio, with 12 points, 5 assists, and 5 steals. So, Aaron, we saw how close that game was. So, for you, what were the struggles that you guys encountered and really tried to make up for during the game?
Siguro yung struggle na ng team namin is yung mga turnovers and yung mga miscommunication sa play, ganun. Kaya siguro, ayun, yung game may dikit talaga kasi parehas kami nagkakaroon ng misunderstanding sa mga plays.
Okay, so you guys are still the defending champions and you remain unbeaten. And of course, for you as one of the seniors in the team, what really works for you and your team to maintain this kind of performance all throughout?
Siguro yung namin mag-training every morning. Yun, kahit sunod-sunod yung game, nandun pa rin kami every morning kahit pagod na kami sa mga dahil ngayong game, di ba? Isa lang yung pagitan. So ayun, doon kami bumabawi sa ensayo kapag tapos ng game.
It's really all about determination and, just showing up for the passion. And of course, you got the best player of the game. You've won your 6th game. Would you like to say any words to all of your supporters?
Binabati ko nga pala yung family ko. Maraming salamat sa support. Ay mga friends ko na lagi nakasupport sa akin. Love ko kayo. Yun lang. Mga sumusupport sa St. Clair, sila Boss Monching, sila Adalem, yung mga lahat ng ano pa ba? Basta lahat na sumusupport sa St. Clair, maraming salamat. Yun lang. Sila Doc J, sila Doc J. mga coaches namin sa sa Binyan.
Alright, thank you so much.
Sa Binyan. Sa ano pala? Sa St. Clair, sorry.
Alright. Once again, congratulations to our Synergy Best Player of the Game, Aaron Estacio, and of course to the St. Clair Saints for staying unbeaten. Let's get back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Miss D. LaGuardia. And there you have it. Congratulations to our best player of the game, brought to you by Synergy, Mr. Aaron Estacio. Sa dami na nilalaro, nalito na sa teams, no? Yes. And ganun talaga pag veterano. And yeah, Aaron Estacio, our best player of the game, brought to you by Synergy. Also, congratulations to the College of St. Clair Saints. They are still undefeated here in the NAASCU 22. In the meantime, our next game is coming up. It is between the City University of Pasay Green Eagles versus the Our Lady of Fatima University Phoenix. So parehong birds of prey maglalaban for our second game. So do not go away. NAASCU 22 will return after some words from our sponsors.